Okay, so this was the last game of the league, and I keep the hand because it's got double bridge. Should be pretty good. So yeah, opponent's on the play, and they get the scam. So they pull a bridge and a tutor, and I understand why they would pull the tutor. It's because I can tutor next turn, and then they probably cannot pull a bridge out of my hand when tutor goes off. So this also tells me that they probably have another discard spell in hand. Fortunately, I draw my own discard spell and I get their Thoughtseize. So now I know that I'm in a completely winning position. I was worried about Voidwalker. However, I top deck a needle. So I get the third land with Stirrings just to make sure, because my opponent does have the clock. I didn't want to hope to randomly draw a land. And I put the needle on Voidwalker. So play the bridge. And I already know from looking at my opponent's list online that they don't have an answer to bridge. Top deck a second bridge. Now notice the clock here. After that turn one play where I thought sees my opponent's thought sees, they idled for a very, very long time before coming back. So I see their hand. It's a bunch of not good stuff. And I play out my stuff. And my opponent concedes. So game two. For sideboarding, I sided out a needle, a cage, and a cookbook for 3 ley lines. Excuse me. I wasn't sure about this hand because it didn't have a ley line, and I figured they would just, Thoughtseize me or whatever. But I figured, so they already, actually, they have to decide to mull, so they did. And I decided to keep simply because of the baubles and the catacombs. Between the baubles and the catacombs, I can have some control over my draws. And my opponent, when I looked at the list online, apparently they only really have Pick Your Poison and like an Engineered Explosives. So I figured that they should be fine. Even if they get the Grief Scam, I can use the Catacombs with baubles. So I draw my 4th bauble. So I play, I sack and look at my top card. I don't need the explosives yet, so I decide to go ahead and fetch. I figure that's probably not exactly what I need yet. So I fetch for the white land in case I draw a ley line. And my opponent has Voidwalker on top, so now I wish I had that needle, but whatever. Notice my opponent did not play a land that turn, and there's needle again, so I'm good. So I go for the Thoughtseize. I see a Pick Your Poison. That explains why they didn't play it. And the rest of their hand is just absolute crap against what I've got. 65. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, play the bridge, and opponent concedes. So relatively easy. So I should have gone 4-1 this league, but yeah, I did a dumb and I conceded a winning position against creativity in round 4. So, oh well.